Did you know that 95% of the people walking the earth would rather die than think? Some years ago, the late Nobel Prize winning Sir Albert Schweitzer was being interviewed, and he was asked, "What's wrong with men today?" And Dr. Schweitzer thought about it for a moment and he said, "Men simply don't think." And it's to this statement that I want to speak with you. We now live in a golden era that men have longed for, dreamed of, worked towards for hundreds of years, and yet we take it for granted. We here in America are particularly more fortunate because we live in the wealthiest land known to man, and yet you take 100 men that start off even at the age of 25, and by the time they're 65, only one will be wealthy. Four will be financially free, and five will still be working a job, and 54 could be broke. Now, you may ask, what's the large disparity between the men that actually made the grade, which is only 5%, and the ones who didn't? And they all started out the same in the wealthiest land known to man, flowing with an abundance of opportunity. Rollo May, a renowned psychiatrist, wrote a wonderful book titled Man's Search for Himself. And within that book, he stated that the opposite of cowardness is not courage, it's conformity. A large survey was done of a group of men, and they were asked, "Why do you get up and go to work every day?" And 19 out of 20 of those men said, "Because that's what everyone else does." Romans 12:2 states that we should not be conformed, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And here I was, Thomas Stokes, well into my 50s, and I'm part of the 95%. And I grew up in church. And I'm hearing that the love of money is the root of all evil. And I haven't put it all together yet, because by the time we're 7 years of age and we're reading and writing, we are beginning to be programmed to do whatever the people that are programming us to do, we're programmed to do it. And if we don't change, if we don't transform our thinking, then that's what we're going to do. You know, those saying, birds of a feather flock together? Well, those minds that are programmed by the same mind are going to do what that programmer's mind does. And here I was every day going to work with the family, with grandkids. And I'm coming home every day, sitting on the couch, scrolling through the TV channels and my social media looking for nothing. Waiting until tomorrow comes so I can get up and go to work and do it again, without realizing that I'm just killing time. And eventually time is going to kill me, because I don't have a contract on time, and neither do you. So while sitting there one day scrolling through my social media, I come across Les Brown. And he's on stage and he's talking about you got to be hungry. And I'm sitting there thinking about it, looking at it, saying, yeah, it sounds good. I got to do something different. And for a few days, I get up and I'm thinking about doing something different, but it doesn't really do anything different. Just thinking about doing something different, but not doing anything different. Why? Because my subconscious says that I should go to work, come home, sit on the couch, wait to become 65 years of age so I could draw my Social Security and be on a fixed income, and tell everyone I can't afford to do the things I used to because I don't work that full-time job anymore, and now I must go get a part-time job. So am I really retired at the age of 65? And I'm dependent on someone else for my life's necessities because I haven't done anything living in the wealthiest land known to man other than what I was mentally programmed to do. And while sitting there one day and I'm strolling through my social media again, killing time, I come across Bob Proctor. And Bob is on stage drawing circles and he's talking about being born rich. I was born rich and I got to be hungry. And I'm thinking, what have I got to lose? I'm in my 50s. And if I don't do something now, I'm going to be in my 60s and then 65. And then what? And I live in the wealthiest land known to man, and I'm barely making ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck. What am I doing? So I begin to think about what can I do. I begin to research what should I be doing. And that's when I discovered that my mind is divided into two parts, conscious and subconscious. And here's what else I discovered. Your subconscious mind is what controls your life. That's your mental programming. And it has a direct connection to your reality right now where you are in life. And when I began to research how the subconscious work, I ran across a understanding of comparison between a computer that can store up to 250,000 photos, 20,000 songs, hundreds of full-length movies on something the size of your finger. And it doesn't compare to your subconscious mind what it could do. Your subconscious can do 10 quadrillion tasks per second, and you not even be aware of it. It's doing 6 trillion things to your 60 trillion cells per second, and you're not even aware of it. Of all the things your subconscious can do, the one thing it cannot do, it cannot differentiate between what is real and what is not. See, a few years ago, Dr. Blaselato, a researcher at the University of Chicago, got a random group of students, brought them into the gymnasium, had them shoot free throws. Well, once he tallied up the free throws, he divided those students into 3 groups. Group 1 was instructed to go home, don't practice, come back in 30 days. Group 2, come to the gymnasium every day and shoot free throws for 30 minutes per day. Group 3 were instructed to come to the gymnasium, take a seat, close your eyes, do not touch the basketball, and visualize seeing yourself shooting the basketball and scoring every basket. Do that for 30 minutes a day for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, Dr. Blaselato had the 3 groups to come back in and shoot free throws again. Well, group 1 that didn't practice, didn't think about it, just went on about their life, nothing really improved in their free throws. Group 2 that came to the gymnasium every day and practiced their free throws for 30 minutes per day improved by 24%. Understandable, they practiced. Group 3 that came to the gymnasium, took a seat, closed their eyes, did not even touch the basketball, and visualized seeing themselves shooting the basketball and making every basket, improved by 23%. Why such a close comparison between the group that actually practiced and the group that did nothing but visualize themselves shooting the basketball and making every basket? The subconscious. It had been reprogrammed with a new habit, with a new task at hand. 21 days, all of that changed. I want to challenge you to do something for 21 days. I don't know how much you earn per year right now. It doesn't matter. But I want you to take that number, and I want to use in this example. I'm going to use $50,000 as my example because when I realized this, I was earning approximately $50,000 a year. And I want you to write this. I want you to get an index card. I want you to write this on the index card. I am so thankful that I am now earning $50,000 per month that comes from multiple sources that's ever increasing on a continuous basis. And on the back of that card, I want you to write 2 things, so save space. I am so grateful that I am now earning $50,000 per month that comes from multiple sources that's ever increasing on a continuous basis. Now, there's a Bible verse I want you to put underneath that. And that Bible verse reads as Mark 11:24, whatsoever you believe that you have received, it will be yours. And I want you to make it personal in the present tense. Mark 11:24, whatsoever I believe that I have received, it is mine. And I want you to read this card every morning when you wake up. And I want you to close your eyes and visualize seeing yourself earning what you're now earning per year, per month. I want you to see yourself doing the things that that increase will give you. Being, doing, and having all those things are up to you, but you must do this challenge. In the afternoon, do this step. Read it, visualize seeing yourself. In the evening before you go to bed, read it, visualize seeing yourself. Now you can do it in between as much as you so desire, and it will give you what you desire. Another example, take a farmer that has very fertilized soil, rich soil, and he takes two seeds. One, a seed of corn, another, a seed of water hemlock, which is a deadly plant that will kill you. He digs one hole, put the two seeds in that one hole, and he covers it up. Within 21 days or less, those seeds break ground and grow in abundance, one as abundant as the other. One was a seed that will make you live. The other was a seed that will kill you. And they're in the same hole, and they're growing just as equal as the other. Why? The soil doesn't care what you plant. Your mind doesn't care what you plant in it, be it wealth, be it poverty, be it health, be it sickness. It doesn't care. It will give you whatever you sow into it. The Bible states that you reap what you sow. So what I want you to do is know this. Proverbs 23:7 states that as a man thinketh, so is he. So think about what you're thinking about and be blessed.